It's all making sense. Manchester United not bringing in a midfielder this summer transfer window is because they are going for Carlos Baleba in January. That is the news. This is what is being spoken about. Fabrizio Romano, other journalists are actually talking about Manchester United going for Carlos Baleba this January transfer window. This is Rev United TV. This is a late night update on everything that is going on right now around Manchester United. And who would have thought on the 6th of September we'd have been talking transfers? We'd have been talking the potential of bringing in another midfielder. It is hot topic. Carlos Baleba is Manchester United's one and only midfield target this window and the last window that has just gone, finishing last week. Manchester United did not want to bring anybody else in, did not want to waste any more money on anyone else. They didn't want to go and commit to a permanent midfielder. That's why we went for Conor Gallagher. It's now been reported by Fabrizio Romano that Manchester United have been impressed by Carlos Baleba's willingness to move to Manchester United, and they're willing to move for him as soon as that January transfer window opens to fend off the competition in the Premier League that will be going for Carlos Baleba in the next summer's transfer window. So this news from Romano was all around Carlos Baleba. He has always talked about Carlos Baleba being on Man United's transfer list for 2026. We are going in at the first month of 2026, as soon as January hits for Carlos Baleba, listening to these reports. It is starting to make sense though. No signings coming in the last week of the window. No midfielder was there that United really wanted. United selling players and making money, not spending anymore. We knew that United had the money to go for Carlos Baleba, but then we sold Alejandro Garnacho for 40 million. And then we've got a loan fee for Rasmus Højlund, a loan fee for Jadon Sancho, all of them players' wages off the books. We sold Anthony for 21.6 million on top of that. And so that as well on top, you start to add this up. Manchester United have recouped in loan fees and player sales approximately 70 million in them players alone. The 21 million that we made from Jadon Sancho's penalty and sell-on clauses from Oyedele, from Alvaro Fernandez Carreras, and from Anthony Elanga. On top of that, that takes us up over 90 million. And now Andre Onana's wages also off the books as well, as all of them players' wages off the books, equating to more than £40 million saved in wages. Yes, we brought in other players, but that doesn't even equate to half of that wage bill from what we've sold. Therefore, giving Manchester United loads of room in terms of financial fair play and PSR going into January. They can actually afford to go out and buy Carlos Baleba. They can make this deal happen. So all the talk and all of the headlines are all around Andre Onana right now. That move to Trabzonspor is going to happen. It is being reported by Ornstein, Romano, by Ben Jacobs, by every single journalist under the sun covering Manchester United right now. They know that something is cooking with Manchester United and Andre Onana. And now Manchester United, on top of that, are preparing themselves. The big news isn't Onana. The big news isn't not buying a midfielder in January. It's preparation for January. We said this so many times. Could United go back in for Baleba? Is there something that's happened there within the transfer negotiations with Brighton already when it comes to Carlos Baleba? Could we actually be seeing something put in motion ready for January? We will sell you one in January. Is an agreement there between Baleba and Brighton? Could United have said, we'll walk away for now, we'll give you a chance to find a replacement, but we're willing to put that offer on the table for you and Carlos Baleba in January? All this being worked on. And then you got Sean Conley coming out after this as well, saying these exact words: Manchester United are prepared to place a bid for Carlos Baleba in January to see off any of their rival suitors. Now that is important as well, because they know that other clubs are going to be in for Carlos Baleba, so they've saved every single penny so they could go back in and get him in January. January could be big, people, for Manchester United. He also goes on to say the player has requested that Brighton accept any suitable bid and is eager to join Ruben Amorim's group with or without European football, as he views the growing project as an irresistible opportunity. He wants to be part of bringing Manchester United back to the fore, back to the good time, back to the big time, winning trophies again. This is what I think Ruben Amorim is trying to sell these players that are coming to Manchester United. These young, hungry players that have got Prem-proven qualities behind them. Yes, Benjamin Sesko, the only one really, Senna Lamens, the other one who have come in. They have that mentality though. You can see what United are doing in these players. And United have got them on good wages. Yes, big fees. but are willing to work with these players as well. So that's the difference in these transfers that Manchester United have done this summer. All the players that are coming in are now playing. They have replaced everybody that has left. You've gone from Garnacho to Matheus Cunha. You've gone from Anthony, Jadon Sancho and Marcus Rashford to Brian Mbeumo. You've gone from Rasmus Højlund up front on his own. He's gone, and now Benjamin Sesko. You've gone from Andre Onana and Altay Bayndé to now Bayndé potentially being behind Centre Lamens because Andre Onana is being sold on loan, well not sold on loan, but sent on loan to Trabzonspor, and he's now out of the club as well. Every key position in Manchester United's team is being transformed. The one position that we didn't move a player out in, apart from Toby Collier, is midfield, and that's the one area Man United's pitch that every single Manchester United fan, every pundit, every former United player, anyone watching football, anyone looking in at this football club right now knows United are short in. If you bring in Carlos Baleba to Manchester United in January, that is the biggest boost that you could ever get for a club going into the last 5 months of a season. That is absolutely huge for Manchester United. If we keep our head above water, stay in and around that top 8 up until January, then bring Carlos Baleba in, and then bang, away we go. And let's not forget, in all of this, remember, the minor details is Carlos Baleba will probably be on AFCON in December. So, majority of December, going into January, he's coming back. Could United have this deal all wrapped up for when he comes back from AFCON as well? Brighton probably looking at that, and maybe that's when the negotiations start. But that is the real deal right now. Romano has always said it. He's always said it without giving anything away, that Manchester United and Carlos Baleba is not dead. He will always go back to that, and this is how Romano always plays it. But there is something cooking behind the scenes with Carlos Baleba, Manchester United and Brighton. And it does look like it is something that could really come to the boil in January. Manchester United preparing to make that bid, with an agreement potentially already being in place from what reports are saying for Carlos Baleba to move to Manchester United in January. This would be huge. He isn't going to be cup-tied in any competitions. Neither Brighton or Man United are in Europe. He isn't bothered about playing European football. Manchester United have got the money to bring in Carlos Baleba. And let's not forget, in all of this as well, on top, is that Carlos Baleba has already agreed personal terms with Manchester United. This deal now just needed more time. It needed more time to get over the line, and now we've got another 4 months up until January to finalise everything and get this lad into this Manchester United midfield. It would be huge for Manchester United to do this. It would be the push that we need to get back into Europe for next season, and that would be exactly what Manchester United's plan would be at the start of this season. Any form of Europe will do. Let's try and get into the Europa League at least. Carlos Baleba's signing in January will give Manchester United that push, I feel. I think this was part of the plan in the agreement to walk away from Brighton. It's just the way it looks. It looks like United had something cooking here. But that's the update on this. We'll give you more details on this in the morning show live at 8 o'clock on Sunday the 7th of September as well. So stay tuned to that one for a bit more detail to have your say as well. But for now, get into the comment section. Let me know what you think. Let me know about the potential of Carlos Baleba coming to Manchester United in January. If you think that could happen. Andre Onana as well, leaving this football club, making room for players like Carlos Baleba. You may think, yeah, he's a goalkeeper and that's a midfielder. But that 6.2 million wages that we're saving off Andre Onana from this season goes an awful long way when you combine it with everything else that we've saved and sold. Get your comments in below, give the video a like, and make sure you smash that subscribe button, everybody. We are literally just over 300 subscribers away from 100,000. Amazing work. Thank you, everybody, for support. I'll see you in the morning.